is the Monstera deliciosa. I'm not sure the proper pronunciation, honestly. Monstera deliciosa is what I'm gonna go with. This is quite the plant. It's noteworthy because of its split leaves that it has. I'm really hoping that the microphone doesn't fall out of my mouth, but we'll see. What's so cool about this is it's obviously large size, which have this very That is not something you want to do when you're renting equipment. It apparently does produce fruit later on in its life cycle, which is why it has that Latin name. If I remember correctly, it actually is a vining plant. So theoretically, over time, it's going to reach out of its pot a little bit more. So it's grown a lot. It only had, I think, like one leaf when I originally got it. So speaking of vines, let's take a look at these guys. These are Pothos plants. It's a very common type of vine. What is really interesting about these guys is that this is a variegated variety, meaning it has all these different colors on it if you take a close look here. I'm actually growing these hydroponically, which means in water. They look really great. I'm actually working on propagating them right now. The way you propagate a pothos plant like these is you just need a part of the stem that has a node on it. Nodes are where roots and stuff come out of. As long as the stem of a plant has a root on it, you can put it in water and it will start to grow. So this guy right here is a very good example. You can see it's just this stem with the node on it, and out of the node came a bunch of these leaves and a root. It's working on growing, and eventually it'll be a big, normal-looking pothos plant. I can tell you already this video is going to be a nightmare to edit because my lights broke and my thing stopped working, and I'm not even sure if what I'm saying is coherent right now, so let's continue to talk about pothos vines by taking a look at a pothos plant that is very cool, and I like it a lot. Take a look, absorb it. This is a very normal looking pothos plant, much like the last one I showed you, but it has a little bit of an interesting story to it. This plant was propagated from its mother plant about 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, I don't know, I don't remember. But the mother plant that it was cut from. What's really annoying about recording ASMR videos in a fursuit is that you get a lot of sounds of the microphone rubbing up on the suit. I don't know how other people deal with that because it's driving me crazy. The deal with this vine is that the original plant I took it from has been sitting on my family's counter for like 20 years and it never really looks that good. It always looks like it's half dead. I've kept trying to take cuttings of it and getting the cuttings to kind of look a little bit better. And this is the only one that's worked so far. And I'm just really happy with how it looks because it looks so much happier than the mother plant we have. Finally, a cutting has taken root and done really well here, so I hope it will continue to grow because I think it's really interesting to have a plant that's so old. This is a privet plant. It's a sprout of a privet plant at least. And this isn't actually a very good example of one. This one looks a lot better. It's green. Basically, the reason I'm growing these guys is so my stick bugs have something to eat around here. I've been attempting to grow a bunch of these privet plants, hopefully to maturity. Oh, brother. So I just recorded like 10 minutes of footage, and I finished up the video, and I looked down at the recorder, and it said it hadn't started recording yet, so here I am filming this part over again. These are Dioscorea elephantipes sprouts. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce the Latin name. The reason I really am specific about using the Latin name with these guys is that their common name, elephant foot plant, I think, is a very common name. There's actually a lot of plants out there season, a bunch of vines grow out of the stem and kind of, set up shop for a while. And then towards the end of the season, the vines die and the plant goes dormant for a couple months, and repeat that cycle over and over. I think there's just something super satisfying about this big bulbous plant stem. I think they look really funny. I'm growing these from seed, so I'm hoping everything's gonna go well. It's always such a difficult thing when you grow stuff from seed. I've grown all the sensitive plants I have from seed, and most of them have done really well, but sometimes something as easy as a cold snap when they're in your window can kill them, and that's what happened to most of the ones I've had. It's obviously a very frustrating thing, but it's part of the process, I guess. I think that's all for now. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you later.